Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup.
The strength that they do have with the AD carry and jungle to play for these early objectives. And that's what you love to see. That's what you want to be seeing from this FlyQuest, playing with confidence, playing with the nameplates off, and treating Gen.G like any other team. I've forgotten the words of them now.
Honey fruits.
That's what I'm looking for.
I
Thank
gotcha.
you, Flowers. And here we go.
Okay, FlyQuest are first into the pit, but Gen.G is ready to respond. Keen over the wall, ready to drop the equalizer if need be.
TP mids.
Canyon ready to start taking aggro here a little bit as the equalizer comes down. Inspired, already gonna lose half HP. Chovy jumps in, not gonna find the charm. Immediately engaged, coming up from Lucio. First blood of the FlyQuest, and Chovy is down. Seraphine ulti roars over the top, and Gen.G has lost 2 men. FlyQuest just killed 3 of them, and they're gonna hit 4 grubs too.
FlyQuest wiped it! Every decision that they've made makes sense. They know that Xin Zhao is stronger than that of the Skarner in the early game. They know they win the early skirmishes, and with an Ashe to help support that, they've moved the Ashe around to gain early control over the Grubs and the Dragon. An ulti will come through in the mids.
Quad's in a little bit of trouble here as Lehens jumps in. Canyon over the wall wants to try to join up, but it ain't gonna matter. Lehens is already down, and a beautiful move from Inspired, using the ulti to knock the enemy Skarner back. Now Whipple's ready to make a grand entrance, and he's grabbing a 5th kill of the game for FlyQuest. Gen.G thought they might have had something, and FlyQuest check him at the door.
A haphazard force from Gen.G means that FlyQuest get themselves another 2 kills.
Oh, maybe has the nameplates on, thinks it's going to be an easy game, and he is over-forcing mid lane there. Misses the ulti on Quad as it was sidestep. Still trying to
Flowers.
It's Gen.G.
But
They're 46-3 this year in series, Eddie.
if you turn the nameplates off, they're struggling right now.
Well, Bucio's coming in for the wraparound. They want to go after Chovy. They don't find what they're looking for, and FlyQuest might have got a little over-eager. The tier 1 turret still standing as Keen drops the equalizer. Bucio's got to be careful. Amasu's about to die. He flashes away as Keen wants to chase him down. FlyQuest on the retreat. They nearly toss it away, but Gen.G won't get a kill. Rift Herald still on the map, 17 minutes into the game, and Gen.G is going to head over.
So the priorities there, I think FlyQuest overforced on the mid.
Keen is able to trade his flash for the cleanse and the flash of Masu. So Masu is in so much danger now in this next potential fight. FlyQuest do love to go for Mountain Soul, and FlyQuest are in a great spot right now. But if you show up this next Dragon in 130 with no summoners on Masu, he is so vulnerable, and I think there's a real opportunity that Gen.G just wipe that fight.
So a lot of tools to catch pays out, even with his cleanse. So he can't really afford to step up on the wave without the rest of his team, who are now arriving. Observers showcase the amount of darkness that Gen.G see. Lehen's going to be the one to face check.
Yeah, but Leona walks forward. Bucio jumps over the wall with a combo as FlyQuest look to put some DPS into Leona, but it ain't going to be enough. A lot of damage back into Inspired. Crescent sweep to barely stay alive.
Oh,
and Lehen's is down. Whipple over the wall goes in for a massive multi-taunt, and Keen's thrown up into the air. Inspired escapes the death rocket, but now they're dragging FlyQuest back. Whipple's first to die, and Pace continues firing, and Chovy wants another. Canyon steers back away as FlyQuest get a 2-for-1.
That is huge for FlyQuest. They're already under the Dragon. They're going to move to Soul Point here. Inspired barely survived, flashing out of the way of Pei's ulti. That surely would have finished him off. The fact that he doesn't go down, the fact that Whipple gets into the backline puts so much pressure onto Gen.G, and now it's Pei's with no summoners here. It's FlyQuest moving to Soul Point, and it's FlyQuest really showing their class against the world's best.
It's around this series was going to be a quick 3-0, another Sunday for Gen.G, and this is the performance of FlyQuest. They are delivering as they play for the top tower, an uncontested tower.
And we're only 23.5 minutes into the game. They are getting the Jinx to a strong point. You know, he does have the IE, he has the Kraken, he's trying to get more, and they know they need to be as strong as they possibly can, as you said, before this fight, because if FlyQuest gets Soul, that's very likely the game for Gen.G.
TP coming in here for FlyQuest's side. Let's see if they really want to make a move.
Whipple's behind them. Whipple's behind them.
Using the charm, trying to stuff the engage here. Pace wants to get away. Seraphine ulti flying over the top. Whipple's trying his way into Pace, but the Jinx barely gets away. FlyQuest continuing forward, but a nice equalizer from Keen tries to stop him. Canyon shot to pieces, and Whipple wants more. FlyQuest with a 1-for-0, but that one is
And
the
the
enemy.
tools contest, there's no equalizer, they're coming anyway.
The only ulti left on Gen.G is Pace with the Super Mega Death Rocket. There is no Spirit Rush, there is no equalizer. Whippo looking to wrap around Gen.G as they come to try to challenge for the Baron. Keen on the back side of the wall, but immediately Busio's going in to try to stop him. FlyQuest making their move, Whippo's into the back line. They found Pays, but there's no follow-up. Busio's already dead, and Whippo goes to rejoin the rest of the team. FlyQuest will claim the Baron, but they have to trade Busio for it. So Gen.G will now get the tier 1 turret mid and stop the Soul as a response.
Busio will pay the ultimate price, but it is a price worth paying. The Baron secured. FlyQuest, they will concede the Dragon, but it doesn't matter. That is bounties that Gen.G have to claim against FlyQuest, who are dominating in this first game.
They are, but that's 2 bounties that they're going to be able to actually pick up here. And the question is, how much game? And instead, they go for the Baron. If they don't get a ton with this, that's 3 bounties that were given over off of the lost fight because they had to sacrifice Busio. They need to push the pace. They need to get so much with this Baron, or it really wasn't worthwhile.
All right, FlyQuest forces down the tier 2 turret here in the bottom lane to maintain control over this bot side river as Gen.G are grouping up in mid, trying to get the wave shoved out. And then they'll have to approach, as now over the wall, Chovy gonna get grabbed. The Seraphine ulti flies out, but Chovy's able to dodge away. Now Busio continuing to move forward as Canyon survives. No real sincere pressure on Gen.G. It's the Seraphine ulti of Quad. It's that arrow from Masu, but Chovy's ult is the price Gen.G has to pay for it.
He has to spend his flash as well, so now Chovy, no flash, no ulti. You know, it could be worth it for this next fight, though.
Whippo going in, looking for a taunt, but he's not going to find it. Would have only been Canyon and Lehens anyway, the tanky members of the Gen.G squad. FlyQuest and Gen.G still staring each other down. Keep your eyes on Lehens. The Leona is the engage here for Gen.G as FlyQuest make their way into the bot side river. They're going to go ahead and start that Drake up. It's already down to half HP. Canyon's getting zoned out. Equalizer into the back line as Quad sidesteps away from the solar flare. Dragon's still the focus coming out from FlyQuest. The troll is secured. And now they're turning it right back on the Lehens and Canyon. The Leona tries to flash away, but it ain't going to work. Masu chases him down. Busio trying to keep going forward with Whippo as they lock up the carries. They beat down Pays. And Gen.G falls. Chovy trying to hold the line, trying to buy time, but it costs a hell of a lot. And FlyQuest are barreling towards the base. A beautiful stop on the recall from Masu.
What a fight from FlyQuest. Heavy is the MSI crown, and Gen.G are crumbling under its weight.
Solo laners versus FlyQuest. Keen and Chovy trying to hold on, but another Seraphine ulti flies out, and Chovy drops dead. Keen pushes forward and finally claims Busio, but it's only a 1-for-1. Game number 1 is about to end as FlyQuest lead the series.
Doubters.
These were the best highlights from today's Worlds 2024 matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say,
Okay.
See you on the next one.